Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. And as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I'm going to entitle this video because most likely YouTube's going to take this one down. And you actually said, why would they do that, Morris, man? Because they don't want you to hear the truth. You know? I entitled this again, I wish. And what I mean by that is I wish that YouTube would stop the corruption on their channel. When YouTube first started, I fell in love with it. It's like, this is just great, a wealth of information. All these different communities, the music community, the electronics community, the plumbing. Because I remember I had a problem with my plumber when I lived in a condo in Illinois. And I went on there. This plumber was kind enough to share information on how to resolve this. Because it was a small problem, a small issue that would have probably cost me $300, $400, $500. And he told me what to go to the hardware and pick up and install, and if it worked. I was like, man, I'm forever in your debt. Thank you. You know, it's a community of people helping each other. And then YouTube became the ugly whore that it became. And YouTube's ugly whore now. It's just about money now. You know, it's just about money now. Because what led me to do this video, several reasons. The first one is the channel, my channel is you guys know it today. Like I told you guys before, what little money I make here, and trust me, it's 75, 100, 150, maybe a month, sometimes. And all that proceeds, the sales of my DVDs, it goes to my daughter. Because when I leave here, and it might be soon, you know, sooner than later, I'm 100% sure that I want to leave her something, even though she's going to be well taken care of with insurance and what money I have, you know, now. All that goes to her, you know, divided between her and my wife. But I want to build something for her, you know, like a internet business and stuff. And I checked out, what I've checked out, at least I say 99.9% of it is just some BS and it's a fraud. And I blame YouTube for the fraudsters that are on here, because you can't go to a major news station with a commercial that's fraudulent. It's a bullshit. You just getting people's money. You know, they shut you down in a minute. You know, but YouTube let every whore, fraudulent whore, come on a platform and sell you garbage or sell you nothing. Just get your money. Because like I told you, I've been looking for the last several months. I'm like, let me find something that I can build with me and my daughter. So, you know, when I'm not here, she got something still generating income. I didn't find nothing. You know, I'm saying to myself, I'm not the dullest knife in the bunch. I'm not the sharpest, but I'm definitely not the dullest. And I'm like, everything I didn't run across on YouTube, fraud. Just fraud. People calling you, we ain't trying to get any money. By the way, you for this course, got to be $6,000. You know, $6,000 is not no money back guarantee. Shit, I can go to the store and buy a loaf of bread, and if it got some issues of moldy, I can take it back and get my money back. And that's usually only $1.50. So something that I'm investing $6,000. Because, I mean, it's different with stocks, you know, because there is a risk, a big risk factor, you know. But these other things, it's like there should be no risk, because you should guarantee me some kind of success. Because, you know, you got this guy who used to work for Don LaPree. For those who don't know who he was a pitchman in the late 80s, I believe. And a lot of these people that are launching this campaign on him, he was a fraudster. These are young dudes that weren't even born when he was doing his thing. I can personally say, because I was around during that era, that the program that I bought from Don LaPree put a couple $1,000s in my pocket, and I'm going to make it real simple what it was, because now with these new opportunities supposedly on YouTube, you sit through an hour and a half video, you still don't know what the hell they talking about, how you going to make money, you know. And it was real simple. He was selling 1-900 numbers that was already up and running. You know, he had the equipment, or they had the equipment, and you bought a couple of those lines. And back then, 1-900 was pretty popular before these people started jacking up $2,000 phone bills. So you bought some lines from him, and the only thing you had to do was advertise those lines, and I did that because I'm pretty good at that. I worked in the graphics department at the time at the Federal Reserve Bank when I first started. That was one of my entry level jobs, and ended up going to the biggest department in the system. But when I was in graphics, I was creating these posters, on my time, on my lunch period, after work, and I circulated them, put them in laundromats, put them in cleaners, put them in currency exchange, grocery stores, in my spare time. And people were calling that line, and I was making money. I think he got in trouble when it came to that, the Vita something, the greatest planet of greatest vitamins in the world. Not a good idea, trial and error, because when you dove into the medical, I can make you healthier and this cures that, you treading on thin water unless you're 100% sure you can prove that your product works, and that's where he failed. It wasn't that he was trying to deliberately scam people like the shit on YouTube now. These guys are deliberately scamming people because the product they're selling is how they make their money. They don't make money off the plan or product they claim that you can sell to. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's just straight out bullshit. It ain't, again, like Don Lepre. He tried and that didn't work, and they tried to brand him as a fraudster. That's some BS, But these guys here on YouTube, that they allow to for you to see these lying-ass commercials, and then you click over here and it sends you somewhere else to a 30-minute video, then it sends you somewhere else, and then at the end, here comes the big sale picture. If you could just give me $1,500, it's like... And you become a really, I guess, defeated in a sense, because it's like, there's nothing here. And the things that do work, and I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to mention, what's really pissing me off. The things that do work is shit like this. It's a company called Honeygram or something where you download the system, they program software on your PC, and in the background it does analysis of stuff. And they say you can make about $184 a month. I'm like, well, that's cool, because there's no more effort on my part. I loaded the program. I loaded that program on my computer for 2 months now. And they say you can get a payout once your threshold, you hit $20. I'm at $8.24. So that means it's going to take me probably 4 months to get $20. It does work, quote unquote, if you leave it there, but it's so minimum, it's a joke. It's like right now, $8. So I've been there, it's been on my system for 2 months, 8 weeks, and so far I only generated $8.24. It's some BS, And like I said, I blame YouTube because they're not checking these people. They're not checking with the Better Business Bureau. They just letting these people show up on their platform, interrupt your video while you're trying to soak up knowledge on the video you're watching, and tell you a lie and try to cheat you out of your money. And it's just so messed up because, like I said, my mission is to help my daughter more, even though, again, she's going to be taken care of, but I'm like, hey. So, and let me say this, the reason why now you notice I disable all my comments, and I hate to do that because I'm like, I enjoy interacting with the legitimate people, but you get more of the people that just want to put garbage up there, the trolls or whatever. I had got a couple of them from another country. I'm not going to name the country. Every time I was posting videos over the last 6 months, they're the first ones to leave garbage up there, porn sites and all that. And you would think YouTube would be able to stop that, because they were doing it for a while. And that's like, we ain't worried about that. We're about these other people coming up here and making us money by getting up here and lying about programs that don't work. And they supposed to be able to intercept that. Now they just don't do nothing. They don't send you your legitimate notifications. And apparently these trolls are flying under the radar where YouTube just don't notice it, don't care, and they just let it show up there. So I had to disable the comments because every single video I was getting this. And I was like, I'm getting tired of this because I try to keep my videos on my channel real clean of that nonsense. Take that childish trolling mess somewhere else because we don't play that here. So as a result of that, I was forced to stop or disable all the comments. And that hurts me interacting with you, and it hurts you interacting with me. And it's like it's just so unfortunate now that YouTube has become a trash can, garbage alley now mess. When they used to be on the upswing, or should I say, they were legitimate, and now they all these commercials. When it first started, there was no commercials. Now they got commercials, and they want you to pay to remove the commercials. I'm like, when you first came here, you offered no commercials. Now I got to pay to remove the commercials? Why don't you just go back to no more commercials? But that's another way of making money. But let me say this right quickly before my camera shut off. So I've been involved with the AdSense thing, I guess 5 years into this, because I've been doing this for 10 years, and YouTube don't tell you nothing about how you can generate a little money off your efforts, because when you post content, if it's not copyrighted, even copyrighted, first YouTube get 50% off the top. Then, with the AdSense, you're supposed to get a little bit of the money since you are the product. They make their money off your product. When you post content, they stick commercials in there and all that other stuff. So, I was getting literally pennies, and I've been here for 10 years, and for 5 years some of my videos been monetized. So I figured out a way to generate extra, because this now I don't do the copyright stuff, because you get the subscriber or the channel holder don't get zero when you do those videos. So I said, why am I going to spend 90% of my time here posting stuff that I don't see a dime? They making money off me, but I ain't making money off me. So that's why I changed my format. As you notice, I had to cut off I had to cut off the comments. I had to remove the comments, because of getting all this troll garbage. And I ain't got time to sit here every day and sift through all this and delete this. And, as soon as I post another video, here's another one. So AdSense was throwing a few pennies my way, and I do say few. And like I said, when I changed my format, it could now generate a little more income for my daughter. Because I wasn't here to make money, but I'm like, well, shit, if they making money off me, why can't I make money off me? Cut me into me. So I get an email the other day saying, because you get these little small checks every month when they feel like sending it. Then they was cheating me, because I'm like, I know my subscriptionship, I generate like maybe 400 new subscribers a month, and it's moving up. It's not moving down, and people leaving, nobody's signing, subscribing anymore. It's none of that. So I'm like, so why am I getting less money now when I'm getting more views? So I'm like, they lying, and they on some BS, and they don't want to pay you. So then all of a sudden, a couple of days ago, I get an email, your Google payments have been canceled. Huh? And somebody told me they just drop you for no reason. Even while they're still making money off you, now they won't allow you to get any money make any money off you, but they're going to make money off you. So I seriously don't know the future of these channels, because I'm like, I'd be damned if I'm going to do something and I'm not going to get cut in. And two other people, Google and YouTube, which Google is owned by YouTube, for those who don't know that. So they both, they're the same, But I'm like, so they going to still make money off me, but they going to cut me out of it. Because I told you, somebody said years ago, they'll just drop you for no reason. So I'm actually putting together a legal team, because I'm like, this shit ain't right. Somebody got to do something about this. Am I going to be the one to start the class action lawsuit? Because I'm like, that's just an insult that they continuously make money off you, and they cut you out for no reason at all. You haven't violated any YouTube policies or nothing. You don't have, content on your channel that's hateful, racist, threatening, none of that. I'm just teaching you guys how to play songs. And sometimes I use a little profanity, but, that's it. And I've been curving that lately, because 2-3 years ago I was going, So I'm going to look into that, because I'm like, this ain't right. I'm really getting weathered and beat down, because I'm like, this is for my daughter. It's not about me. This is for her. And I can't find anything legitimate to generate legitimate income. All this shit is a lie. 99% of these videos that you see in between videos like this or ads, about you can make 50,000 a month nonsense. I'm like, that's more than probably most lawyers, bottom entry level lawyers, you know. So I just wanted to acknowledge this because there are a lot of people don't realize the trickery, the scam, the fraud, and YouTube is allowing it by not even checking these companies' credentials or giving me proof, or I'm gonna have to check the Better Business Bureau before I let you come up on my platform and spin this lie, this fraudulent lie.